Hi everybody, Kev and I say hi Kev. We're out here today to kind of explain what FPV drones are, and FPV stands for first person view. And that generally means that you're going to be watching through goggles, and that's one of the things that drew Kev and I to this type of drone, because this way he can watch through the goggles and see exactly what I see. So that was appealing to us, and it's actually turned out pretty well. But I'm not skilled enough to know everything about every type of FPV drone. There are multiple types that require a lot more skill than I have to fly. The one that I wound up with, it's a quasi. It's called a Cinewhoop drone, and it's the DJI Avata and the Avata 2. Most people that fly FPV drones fly with a controller that looks something like this with sticks on it, as you can see there, left, right, up, down. That's an antenna on the top there. DJI came up with a motion controller. This is it right here. This is for the Avata 2. This device allows pretty much any ordinary person to pick up an FPV drone and fly it, because what it does have that a traditional FPV drone doesn't have is that it has GPS lock on this, so the drone will hold its position if you let go of the controller. So you're not going to just crash. If you're flying with the first controller I showed, your job when you're flying is to keep that thing in the air at any time that you're flying it, because if you don't, it's going to crash. And it's a lot of fun. It's exhilarating to fly. I'm sure I haven't mastered it, but I was able to start flying these because the motion controller is a much easier learning curve, and you basically go up to go upwards, go down to go downwards, left, right. You just roll your wrist and turn it like that. That's pretty much it. You can't really fly backwards. You can't go descend like you're dropping off of a cliff. You have to kind of go down at a 45-degree angle, things like that. But it is fun, and it does allow you that, like most FPV drones, it allows you to do some precise flying. So it's different than a cinematic drone. A cinematic drone is going to have a gimbal on it that keeps your picture smooth at all times, whether you're going really fast and coming to a stop and it keeps the camera flat, or whether you're high wind and your drone may be shifting like this and the camera stays straight. Those types of things, it makes it a much smoother video, and it's a cinematic type drone is a lot better if you're taking pictures and things like that. If you're taking pictures, I wouldn't, if that's your big focus, I wouldn't suggest a FPV drone to do that with. That's really not what they're for. They're more for flying in an exhilarating manner. Like with the Cinewhoop, most of the time you're flying low to the ground and things like that. And I may go through in between trees and limbs and all around cars, all kind of things like that, to try to make it a fun flight. I'm mainly a cinematic guy, so I have incorporated some of that footage into the videos that I make, but I'm nowhere near as good as some of these other people that are flying drones and doing flips and going down chimneys and all the stuff they're able to do. And God bless them. I know that they put a lot of hard work into that. I just haven't done at this point. But anyway, I'm just going to go through the two drones that I own here that are FPV Cinewhoops. Okay, Kev's got himself in ready position. He's ready to launch this bad boy. Let me get his antennas up. Okay, so I'm going to crank this. I want to let you see how loud this one is. So I basically, on this particular controller here, I press twice, and let me just lift off really quick so you can hear it. And to do that, you just hold down on that orange button till it comes all the way up. Okay, we're going to try out the Avata 2 now. Same thing, the orange button's in a different spot on this one, but you press it twice. You can see it's a different sound on this one. And let me hold the button. So we had a much different experience there. Okay, let's summarize between these two drones. The Avata in orange and the Avata 2 with the red bumpers. Let me talk about the advantages I think that the Avata has over the Avata 2. I feel like the Avata is more durable. It's certainly what I've seen online from people that have crashed the Avata 2. It seems like there more damages are done from simple crashes than what happens on the Avata. And I think it's because the plastic appears to be a little thicker on the guards that go around the propellers, the internal ones, not the bumpers that I put on, but those seem a little bit thicker. So I think that's probably a design flaw. And it seems like the Avata is a little easier to fix. The other advantage, I think it's going to be, since it's an older drone, it's been out a few years, it'll probably be cheaper for you to pick up. And you can still use the V2 goggles with. What advantage do I think the Avata 2 has over the Avata? Well, first I'll say the Avata tends to overheat when you just let it sit. You'll get a notification that it's about to shut down, to cool. I haven't gotten that with the Avata 2, and I've left it sitting for a good bit of time, and that didn't pop up. The battery, the way it snaps in, is much better than on the Avata. I think the camera is a whole lot better, and it's a little faster. And lastly, the fact that it's so much quieter and it doesn't draw negative attention. You can't hear it on the other side of the park like you can with the Avata. That side, I love flying both. It doesn't really matter to me. They're both great drones. I think DJI did a great job with them. So anyway, if you have any questions or anything like that, just shoot them to me in the comments, and then on this page. I'm not really going to put this on YouTube, but anyway, Jerry and I appreciate visiting the page. Thank you. Bye. Kev, you're going to settle this debate. Which drone you like better? Show me. Which one you like better? Oh, you're an Avata 2 guy, huh? That settles it, folks. Big Kev gives a thumbs up of approval to the Avata 2.